welcome everybody. 2017 Pan Am Championships here in San Jose, Costa Rica. We're joining an in-live match, which you've already been watching, between Conrado Moscoso and Carlos Keller, both from Bolivia. Joined by Gary Mazeroff. Gary, you've been watching some of this match. How come Moscoso has raced to this 11-2 lead?
A few unforced errors, putting the pressure on Carlos, and Carlos hasn't responded. And this is another example, Tim, of country persons playing in the round of 16. This happened earlier today. The USA, Rhonda, and Sharon Jackson, Rhonda Racich. Also happened with two of the Canadian girls. And Monsieur Gagnon, the coach, elected to forfeit in favor of Morissette because Jen Saunders is playing doubles.
So first game, good timeout from Keller. He gets a side out, 2 serving 12. Oh, great get. Through the legs that time, probably not wise. He had it more time than he thought, I think. But Keller, two rallies in a row he's won following that timeout.
Yeah, let's see if the score converges. If not, let's see how it goes on the second game. Carlos is going to play better, and Moscoso has in him the wherewithal to skip a number of shots in a row.
There's a beautiful backhand pinch from Keller. Got what he wanted. Second shot up by the encroachment line.
Chris Exner from Canada, Saskatchewan. He's our head official. We're not using lines persons until tomorrow in the quarters.
Well, you can see the frustration on Keller's face. He's not happy with himself. Again, got what he wanted this time, put it in the floor. Different contrasting styles between these two players. Moscoso, the power hitter. Keller, a lot more control, soft touch. We'll see which one comes out on top. That time it was power. Terrific serve, Moscoso.
Also from a personality standpoint, Moscoso is a lot more animated. He hasn't shown it thus far because he hasn't had to. And Carlos is pretty consistent across the board. It's pretty much been the story thus far in the game.
Which brings up game point 14-4. Many people might not be familiar with these two, given that they don't really play on the professional tour very much, yet we see them quite a lot at these World Championship or Pan Am Championship tournaments, and I think it's fair to say that both of them are capable of upsets.
Absolutely.
2015, Carlos Keller defeated Alvaro Beltran in the quarterfinals.
2009 in Korea, he took Rocky to an 11-10 tiebreaker. He was on the backside of that. However, you could see then, as a middle-aged teenager, if you will, he certainly had the skill set to play at that top level.
Point given, no argument there for Moscoso, avoidable hinder. These two met in the semifinals of the 2014 World Championships. Moscoso winning in a tiebreaker. Went on to face Rocky Carson in the final. Rocky won in 2 straight.
So we blink our eyes twice. Now it's 6:14 with a timeout. Once again, not that he's going to come back and win this game, but will certainly give him some confidence for game 2.
Timeout on the court from Moscoso. He sits down, has a conversation with his father, one of the coaches here. Looks like he's on the phone with somebody, Gary. Interesting strategy.
I hope it's not his coach.
Well, I suspect it probably is. Otherwise, why would you take a phone call in the middle of the match?
Never know. Maybe somebody is viewing our broadcast, Tim.
Very possible.
They saw something that they thought they should bring to his attention.
Something that the live streaming has changed when it comes to coaching, where coaches don't necessarily have to be on court in order to provide assistance. Thanks for all of you who are watching and sharing our feed. Please continue to do so. It's great to see so many of you watching from home. We hope you're enjoying what we've brought here on the first knockout day of this tournament. So Carlos Keller, game 2, trying to stay in this tournament. It's a good start from him with a first point of this second game. Excuse me. It's been a long day. Gary Nazarov. There should be a replay there. 7-14. Surely an avoidable hinder. Keller's creeping his way back into this match.
As we indicated earlier, Tim, let's see if it converges. Moscoso is known to put a succession of skips, or using my buddy Shai Mansouri, we'll call it a bonehead play. That's just not thinking.
Wow. Moscoso waits till it's almost touching the wall. Crushes it down the right side. Let's see if he can close out this first game. He slaps his thigh in frustration. 8-14. 8-14.
Old-fashioned whiff.
Keller's quite emotional on the court today. He's frustrated. Look at him pacing around. Great defense, Moscoso.
As you say, Tim, hanging around.
And what's the dynamics here, Gary? Because it's awkward. You know, you're playing your teammate to advance to a quarterfinals, and it must be difficult knowing that, you know, your success is their misery, as it were.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yet that's the way the draws are made. It's a point system, specific spots. I mean, with a draw of 32, one just doesn't know.
Carlos Keller finds himself in this position because he lost to Andres Acuna from Costa Rica in his group.
And Andres earlier earned a spot in the quarters. With their timeout, Tim. They are allowed, folks, 2 timeouts. Rule changed last year. 2 timeouts per game, 2-minute break after each game, 2 serves, and 3 available appeals when we have linespersons.
Quick update on the scores around the courts. We have Samuel Murray from Canada winning currently 13-0 against Venezuelan Ricardo Gomez. On court 3, Javier Mar 11-7 up against Dominican #1, Luis Perez. And on court number 4, David Bobby Horn won the first game 15-7 against the junior Set Cubillos, but he's down 13-10 in the second.
Longer the match goes, Tim, the more pressure on the people that are more experienced.
There it is. Moscoso drills one down the line, takes the first game 15-9, but Keller, I think Gary, should take some momentum from coming back from 14-2 down, if memory serves me, and grinding his way back to get 9 points in this first game.
Yeah, I believe he'd be the first to tell you he did not play well. He certainly has a lot of upside. We saw towards the latter part of game 1 also that Moscoso is certainly able to create unforced errors, many in succession. Juan Arias says
just a reminder, coming up, scheduled for this court is boys 16 singles, Rodriguez from Costa Rica against Del Carpio from Bolivia. We'll see whether we get on. We are currently about on schedule, so we may get that match on. If we don't, we'll skip to the women's doubles. Bolivia, Daza Barrios against Colombia, Amaya Gomez. Then we round out the evening, men's doubles. Argentina, Guatemala. That could be an exciting matchup. We hope it is. As a neutral, Argentina, Manzuri Kuzbard against Guatemala, Galicia, and Ware. Many of the teams, well, the top seeds at least, have received a bye into tomorrow's doubles matches. So these players playing this evening in the doubles are trying to fight their way into contention for tomorrow's matches. A reminder, tomorrow we begin our streaming broadcast with multiple cameras and full commentary, so we hope you join us for that. We're very much looking forward to providing you some unique camera angles and insight from Gary, Laura McCormick, myself, and Gustavo Farrell. Question on the chat box is what ball is used. We use a Pro Pen green ball. Very fast ball. It's quite firm, travels very quickly, and then when you add altitude, humidity, and cement courts, this ball just flies. If you have a great drive serve, Gary, this is the place you want to play.
Add racket head speed to that equation.
Oh, that's smooth from Keller. Mike Green demonstrated the great serve earlier as he took out Ecuadorian Ulgade in 2 straight. So he moves into the quarterfinals. Lunge, cross-court pass from Moscoso. Keller, look at him, talking to himself, pacing. Landa did close out his match against Galicia 15-7, 15-4. Great serve from Moscoso. So Landa tomorrow will play Mike Green from Canada. The rest of the draw remains open. We're waiting for results that are ongoing right now. Keller got what he wanted. Well, I think that should be a side out, Gary.
I agree. Carlos got away with it. Let's see if he can cash in. Falló para mover, failure to move. Right in the middle of the court.
Oh, terrific retrieval from Keller. Moscoso flat rolls it.
Ball took 3 bounces by the time it got to him, and he thought maybe it skipped.
Yeah. The look was there, but it sounded like it rolled. Look at Moscoso's stance here for the serve. Watch how he brings his right foot into his left. Really starts with a very wide stance.
Gives him the opportunity to get as much torque as possible.
Really crushed that ball.
He maintains his balance. He's able to do that.
And then a wide stance in the back from Keller.
Yeah, one of the things Keller has is reach. He's lanky, he's long. But he, like you and I, he doesn't need that quick step and crossover. It just reaches. He's playing it over. So in Exner's opinion, it's a safety hold-up. He had cleared. At least it appears now. But Carlos is questioning him, so chances are he did award a point. Yet it's not reflected on the scoreboard.
We're just having a little translation issue here. Keller doesn't speak English, so Colombian Juan Manuel Gutierrez is explaining. And I think a correct call there. I think Keller's, why didn't he swing? Well, if Moscoso did swing and hit Keller, Keller would be saying, why did you swing?
We wouldn't be saying anything.
We actually had one player in the friendship division who was hit in such a situation, and fortunately he's okay following a few stitches, and I hope to see him playing today as he continues to draw.
That was a dead ball hander rewarded. Snap backhand winner cross court.
Two zero. Three zero. Keller doesn't like it, but that looked clean.
What are you going to do? Just over the line.
You can make your own mind up. But
if nothing more, he's getting a little more time to get ready.
So just like game one, Moscoso taking an early lead. Keller needs to regroup here. He's struggling on the return of serve.
You would as well.
Oh, no doubt. I don't think I'd touch it, to be honest. But that's why we're here and not down there. One thing I don't like about Moscoso's serve, though, is how often it comes off the back wall. If you have the ability to control that, you can take that offensive shot as it comes off the back wall. And I'd like Moscoso to try and get that 2 bounces before. Oh, well done, Moscoso.
Right through the legs of Carlos.
Didn't wait to find out whether he got an avoidable hinder in that situation. Took it into his own hands. Still 4 serving 0.
At this level, Tim, for our viewers, the players at this elite level have the license to do a lot more when there's what we feel is an invasion of personal space. They know what they can get away with or not. So a good ref is going to not make those calls.
3-shot rally from Moscoso. Little fist pump from him. Wide stance over on the right side.
Carlos is saying the ball skipped. Either that or he forgot the rule. Serve rule was changed a year ago for IRF play in the open division. It used to be one serve for years.
It's a great return from Keller straight down the line.
Critical inning. Carlos needs to make a statement, Tim. At least get on the scoreboard.
Lots of fans now down below us and standing all around us. They're enjoying this great match. Oh, Moscoso messed it up. A wry smile from him.
That reverse Z to the right side came out early, and Moscoso was able to rip a cross-court pass. Same thing.
He really does snap that backhand cross court. It's quite deceptive because he doesn't take a full swing.
Right. The kid's very, very strong.
One thing we haven't seen on this serve, he's gone cross court, he's gone down the line. We've not seen a jam or Z serve.
Yes.
Oh, nicely done, Carlos Keller. Waited for it to drop, drilled it cross court, but he's still down 1 serving 5. Replay called.
Carlos got what he wanted, wasn't able to end the rally. Great serve. So he a different twist, came down the right side that time. Ball did come off the back, and errant return by Moscoso for a point.
Oh, great athleticism. Oh, again, wow.
See ya.
Oh my goodness.
So, I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Well,
But, well, we know what the call is. Now, if I were Carlos's coach, I would instruct him to take that previous one out of the air. 2 reasons. He's in the middle of the court, and 2, Moscoso's out of position, or it could have even been an avoidable call.
so side out called. Foot fault. Good call from our Canadian referee.
There's the reason that serve came in at 185 instead of 175. Aaron moving back, getting off his back foot.
Ran over to his forehand rather than taking it on his traditional backhand side over on the left. It's got to be frustrating though, Gary, when you're Carlos Keller and you hit a couple of great shots and they're retrieved by the athleticism of Moscoso. Kind of forces you to maybe hit too hard or try to do too much when you're playing.
Yes, I agree. And it's going the other way as well, as Carlos hits a crack serve. Ball takes a second bounce in the safety zone. So we mentioned a couple innings ago he needs to get on the board. Not only has he done that,
Another ace serve.
he's brought the lead back to 1 where it was 5.
2 ace serves in a row. This is what he wanted. a bit short on that Z serve. Moscoso able to attack it down the line. 5 serving 4. Good run from Keller though.
That ball didn't come off the back.
But sometimes that's better. You can get a good lob serve in. It's effective, as opposed to playing on the defensive due to a poor first serve that's a drive serve. Pointing case. Here's Moscoso. Skips it again. He's really frustrated. Gets some encouragement from his father.
Like that serve back. He came third time he came to the right side in a row after he scored left side. I know we're second guessing. You may want to go back to that pattern on the left side.
I do like Moscoso's deliberation when he serves. He's very deliberate. That's a foot fault. Foot fault. Good call. He is very deliberate. He goes through the same motions every time rather than just walking up and, oh, what shall I serve this time? Where did I stand last time? And, you know, it's very repetitious. He's clearly done it a lot.
Reverse, backhand into the floor.
So Moscoso's hit a few lob serves, which Keller struggled with. Should a player always go with a drive serve straight up?
The answer is no. I'm confident he knows when to change, if he does.
Looked like
there are other factors as well. Is he playing doubles?
He is.
Do they have a bye today? That's another question. And if the answer is yes and no, that they play today, then I'm with you. Maybe go with a selection of defensive serves. Just save it for the doubles.
They do have a doubles match scheduled for 6:30 this evening against Venezuela. Moscoso plays with Carlos Keller's brother, Roland Keller. Coco Keller is his nickname.
Okay, they will certainly be favored to win that one.
And if they win, will play the winners of Costa Rica and Honduras. Costa Rica winning a tiebreaker last night against Guatemala. Winning 11-0 in the third. We've got a great lineup of doubles matches coming up this evening. Just a reminder, you can see live scores on our website. I'll post the link in our chat box for you. Get up-to-date, point-by-point updates. We hope you appreciate the efforts that our staff have done to make this a very fan-friendly environment and tournament. Point given to Keller. I think it would have been an avoidable hinder. Regardless, it hit him. Score is 5, serving 7. 5-7.
There's Cubillos, so he must have lost that game too. Young Colombia. Front wall, side wall, Nick. Winner.
So David Bobby Horn will play Andres Acuna from Costa Rica tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the quarterfinals. And
medal opportunity for both, Tim. Acuna playing extremely well this tournament. He'll have the home court advantage. All the crowd will be here in his honor. Yet Bobby's playing as well as he ever has as well. Hashish, marijuana, or cocaine?
Only tabaco.
There's an example, Gary. You talked about taking it early, not allowing it to bounce. A lot of players, they'll let that bounce and drift to the back, allowing the opponent to get back to the middle. Easier said than done, though, taking it on the fly like that.
Well, he has the skills. It's nothing new. It's like throwing a runner out from the infield rather than from deep left field, center field. Percentage. Great serve, Tim. Another point.
Several avoidable hinders in this match.
The nuances of the game. Carlos could have turned and prepared for a backhand. No call because the backhand follow-through is going right side. But what he did was he imposed on his opponent, did a forehand. Great move.
So, Moscoso gets a side out. He's up 8-6 in the second game, having won game 1, 15-9. Thanks for all of you joining us. Gary Makarov, always a popular figure around these tournaments, having been involved for literally decades. Tournament director, rules commissioner, IRF Hall of Famer. Reminder, you can see the matches or the results of the matches on our website. Go to internationalracquetball.com, click on events and live events. You'll have two options: see the live scoring or see the results from this morning and the draw for the remainder of the tournament.
Tim, I hope you and our viewers are as impressed as I was just now. Moscoso moving left, 2 hands on the racket, snaps a backhand winner, rolls the ball out right side. That's extremely difficult.
Moscoso, having watched him now for the last 3 years, he can hit anything. And I think sometimes his struggles are more mental than physical or technique-wise. Ooh, that one's going to hurt.
So that's what we call a misdirect. No block. It happens. He misdirected the ball, and it's a dead ball hinder. First serve. If that were second serve, it would revert back to first. Great pass. Cross court. As you said earlier, it's tough to determine where he's going with that ball.
7-9. Quick updates on some scores around. Samuel Murray closes his match 15-3, 15-6 against Gomez from Venezuela. Javier Mar from Mexico won game 1, 15-10. It is crack out from Keller, but is down 7-3 in game 2. And Charlie Pratt from the USA is taking on Francisco Gomez from Colombia. Pratt is up a quick 5-1 lead in game 1.
Keller just having 1.8 the wide angle rollout. So again, comes back to the right side and wasn't successful with the location. Consequently, he wasn't able to tie this game. Carlos has not had a lead in either game, I don't believe.
Great pick up Moscoso. Keller, though, flips it down nicely. That's
Same
controlled.
two-hand backhand snap winner.
Timeout on the court from Keller. He looks a little fatigued. He played this morning. Moscoso got a bye, having won all of his matches in the pool play. And you can see this may be the difference maker between these two players, but Keller's fighting hard. He's down 8, serving 9. We're here in San Jose Indoor Club in Costa Rica. Beautiful facility, beautiful country. My first experience here. Gary, when were you first here for a tournament?
This event, this club, 1989, Tournament of the Americas, which changed its name a while back to Pan Am Championships.
6 courts here, 2 of them an interesting all-white. Creates a different dynamic given that most of the time we never see a white floor. My first experience anyway, and creates some challenges for players who don't consider this a home court.
That's why Acuna should have a home court advantage. This is where he plays and the crowd.
We've had a terrific audience all week. By supper time, this place is packed, and I'm sure tomorrow with Acuna's match against Bobby Horn, this place will be rocking. Hope you join us tomorrow.
Did Bobby close it out?
Excuse me?
Did Bobby close his out?
Against Cubillos, the Colombian. And a couple quick points for Keller. Good timeout. He knew when he needed it. He's up 10-9 in game 2.
There's the first lead, Tim.
Horn did close out his
Say
match.
in Espanol, gigante, huge. Very wide angle Z there, trying to get it just over the short line.
Well, Keller wants a skip.
And it was called a skip, yes. Point scored.
I thought he got it. I think he mishit it. And so it just sounded odd. But it looked like the ball bounced in.
In this case, it doesn't matter. There's no appeal unless he wants to appeal to Carlos.
Which he can do. One of the rules this week is that there will be no line judges until the quarterfinals. That's been very beneficial, not only for the officials, but I think also to keep the match moving and players understand that if a call can't be reversed, they're just going to have to get on with it. You see Moscoso, he wants to hit his glasses. He's frustrated with himself. His coach, his father tells him to just hit it down the line. 12 serving 9 for Carlos Keller. No timeouts from Moscoso. He has 2 available. Oh, smart play from Keller. Moscoso, though, hit it back to the middle on the return of serve.
Still 2 timeouts. We'll ask Moscoso Sr. the same thing we asked Tom Travers. Are you saving him for tomorrow?
Ooh, a little lucky there from Keller, but he'll take it. 14-9 game 2. Let's see if he can pull this out for a tiebreaker. Keller was there, could have gone off the back wall, tried to flick it around with his backhand, didn't quite work. Moscoso Needs to focus on this point. He's only 6 away from the match.
That was a good serve. He finally got the depth on that reverse Z to the right side, but Moscoso countered.
Unbelievable power from Moscoso all the way through that. Again, though, I'm not really excited about that serve, Gary, coming off the back wall. Keller really had an opportunity to win that from the encroachment line.
Yeah.
See if he can get it down.
And or throw in a jam on occasion. Now I'll go back with some type of a lob, probably.
Joined online by our IRF president, Osvaldo Maggi. Thanks for watching, Osvaldo. Oh, beautiful pinch. Carlos Keller, a lot of confidence. Little fist pump. Let's see if he can close it out on game point number 2.
Deep wide angle. Thank you to Marcelo Gomez, the president of Park and president of Costa Rica Racquetball.
Carlos Keller puts it down. We're going to a tiebreaker.
A statement made, Tim. A statement made. We'll join you tomorrow, my friend.
Gary Mazeroff leaves us to go do some of his other duties. Meanwhile, we have a 2-minute break between our second game and tiebreaker. Moscoso, huge lead in game 1. Wasn't able to close it out quickly. Carlos Keller gained some momentum, but Moscoso closed it out 15-9. Then game 2, tied all the way, but Keller started to pull away in the second game, eventually closing it 15-10. Based on points scored, it will be Moscoso who serves first, courtesy of 25 points won versus 24 won by Carlos Keller. Hope you stick with us. Hope you are enjoying this commentary and live stream. Please continue to share and like our Facebook page. Helps us grow the sport around the world, and we want as many people watching this as possible. So we're back in. We hope this would be a good match. We've got a good match. Bolivian teammates Carlos Keller on the right, Conrado Moscoso on the left. Which player is going to advance to the quarterfinals tomorrow? Always difficult playing your teammate and friend. This is a 1st to 11, win by 1. Moscoso lines up with his drive serve. Carlos Keller pitches it out. He'll get the side out again, though. Look at the serve coming up off the back wall, allowing Keller to get a full swing. 0, serving 0. Tremendous from Keller. Controlled that point from beginning to end. Forehand pinch winner. Beautiful technique on that. Gains the first point of this tiebreaker. Well, you could hear that from Moscoso. He's pumped. 0 serving 1. Shoots his own forehand pinch. Still sticking with his drive serve. So, who do you think's going to win this tiebreaker? Now's your chance to make your predictions in the chat box. Bit wild from Keller. And he skips it. All tied 1-1. Thanks to all of you watching from around the world. Appreciate your support. It's great to be able to bring you moments like this. Keller had the opportunity. Went too low. 2-1 Moscoso. You can sense the pressure on the court. That time it's a great serve. And terrific get, Keller. Moscoso takes it early. Crushes it into the left corner. Players have 2 timeouts in a tiebreaker. Foot fault called. Just a reminder, after this match, we are scheduled for a boys 16, Costa Rica against Bolivia. Short serve, mental mistake from Moscoso. After that boys 16, we have women's doubles, Bolivia, Colombia, Daza Barrios against Amaya Gomez. And then we round out the evening with men's doubles. Argentina, Manjuri Kuzbard against Guatemala, Galicia Ware. Most of the top seeds, well, all of the top seeds really have a bye for tomorrow's matches. So you will expect to see the likes of Bolivia, the likes of Mexico and the United States tomorrow as they receive byes in their respective draws. 3-3, 3-3. First to 8 points now. Oh, terrific pass from Keller. Died in the backcourt. Keller gains the lead at 4-3. Replay called. Keller impeded in that situation. Mexican doubles team come in. Polo Gutierrez and Alejandro Landa seat themselves to watch this great tiebreaker. Surrounded by many people looking through windows and standing room only up next to me. Wow. Oh, Keller. Well, the crowd enjoyed that here. I hope you did too at home. Such hand speed to create such power in such little movement. Second serve just hits the back wall. Well, I wish you could be here in person. The atmosphere is very tense around me. Such an important result for both these players. Great pickup, Moscoso. Keller runs forward, doesn't put it down. Moscoso. Oh, Moscoso just hit it. Keller, nice touch. Moscoso got there. Keller. Nobody can put it down. And Keller does and says, I need a timeout after that. Wow, it wasn't pretty, but what great defense and what guts to fight on in that rally. Keller comes out, takes his first timeout. He leads 4-3, 4-13. Just a reminder, you can see all of our results from the day by going to our website. internationalracquetball.com. I will post the the link for you. There you go. You can check out all the matches that's going on. Just a reminder that our professional broadcast begins tomorrow with the quarterfinals. I'm looking forward to seeing that. We have a camera on the front wall, so we'll be able to see from that position, and the fans here don't. So I hope you appreciate those efforts to make this a very entertaining tournament for you. Ace is called. Moscoso internally groans, looks at the official. Can't believe the call. Really, that one was close. But a point for Keller, 5-3. Oh, wow, Moscoso, backhand pinch winner. Really, it comes down to the mental side of this match. Both of these players can play. They can hit any shot. It really comes down to whether they control themselves in the close moments. Moscoso lines up. Skip serve. Well, I just mentioned the mental mistakes that can happen in a tiebreaker. And here we have one of the best players in the world, a semi-finalist, the World Championships, hitting a ball into the floor from the service box. Can only be mental. Keller. Another point. Moscoso yet to take a timeout. What a terrific match this has turned out to be. Oh no, he skips it from the middle. Shouts in frustration, but good run from him. Moscoso needs to regroup. This isn't over. Switches it up, high lob, and a point for his efforts. I mentioned before when talking with Gary Mazeroff that sometimes the drive serve isn't that effective. Sometimes something else needs to change, and Moscoso gets a free point. He switches to the lobsy again. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. And 2 quick points. 5 serving 6. 5-6. Terrific Z serve. This will come off the back wall for Moscoso. Should be a replay. Good call from our official, Chris Exner from Canada. And Carlos Keller, forehand pinch, reverse pinch winner. Just a reminder that we will be creating several shows for the Olympic channel following this tournament. So if you haven't yet, please like the Olympic channel. It's an online station, and we will be creating a series of shows highlighting the best moments of this tournament. And we hope you follow along with them and enjoy what we're putting together here at the International Racquetball Federation. So the question is, a replay was called. Moscoso's not happy about it. He has a case. He definitely have been impeded on that opportunity to strike straight to the front wall, which is what an avoidable hinder dictates. But we continue. Lob to the backhand. Carlos Keller can't do it any better than that. Rips it across in a reverse pinch sidewall, front wall rollout. Wow. Oh, nice from Keller. It was a terrific serve. It was all Moscoso could do to get it to the front wall. Keller straight down the line. High percentage shot. 8 serving 5. Well, I don't think he should have got a point there. He held up. Pretty generous of our official Exner. Moscoso didn't seem to be anywhere near that, but you can make up your own minds at home. Frustration on the face of Keller. 5-9. Moscoso needs to regroup. He's had some joy with that lob serve, Z lob to Keller's forehand. Looks like he's going back to the drive serve. Still has two timeouts remaining. Avoidable hinder called. Oh, terrific, Carlos Keller. Oh, almost got it again. What effort from him. Really, though, credit Moscoso for 2 fine shots himself. What a great rally. Hope you enjoyed that wherever you're watching. Terrific, terrific effort from both players. They really want this. It's 5 serving 9. High lob Z to the forehand. And a skip from Moscoso. Second serve. Tension is high. There is no room around me. Long rally. Keller can't put it down. Oh, Moscoso skips it for match point. Well, after this match, stick with us for a few moments because I have some exciting news that I just learned of, which I'm looking forward to sharing with you. Ace serve, no, called short. Keller thinks he's won it. Moscoso sighs with relief. Oh, Moscoso crushes it into the left corner. He's not out of this. Keller thought he was done with the match. He's not. He has to regroup. Moscoso, meanwhile, he needs something positive to happen. He's down 5, serving 10. He takes a timeout, probably wise. We've got a minute to provide you with some exciting news. Now, I've just been informed that our World Juniors, our Junior World Championships, will be held in Minnesota. Lifetime Fitness from November 6th through November 12th at the Friedley Club. We hope you enjoy this news and look forward to seeing many of you there who come from around the world to represent your country, whether as a parent bringing your child or whether as a child watching right now. We're excited that it's once again back in the United States, in Minnesota. For those of you watching, you're witnessing a terrific match between two teammates and friends. Conrado Moscoso from Bolivia against Carlos Keller from Bolivia. It's a tiebreaker. 5-10, 5-10. Can Moscoso come back? Drive serve coming up. Oh, it's an ace serve. Keller so often looking to the left. Moscoso sneaks one down the right side. 6-10. Oh, Moscoso went for it, but Keller's shot was too good. Really, the serve wasn't great. Came up off the back wall, allowed Keller to do what he wanted. He opted for the pinch. Match point number 2. Carlos Keller. Can he get to a quarterfinal? Ace serve finishes the match. What a great match between these two teammates. They really played well. Applause from all the fans around. Moscoso has to regroup for his doubles match later this evening, but Carlos Keller advances in this terrific match. He takes it 9-15, 15-10, 11-6.